Roman Reigns comments on former Universal Champion. WWE Superstar refuses to share an update on Keith Lee, and Samoa Joe provides an update on his in-ring return. Hello everyone, Jose G here bringing you today's top stories in today's Sportskeeda Wrestling News Roundup. To stay up to date with all of our content, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Roman Reigns comments on former WWE Universal Champion. Roman Reigns has praised his former Shield partner Seth Rollins, calling him a special performer. The Tribal Chief stated that he and Rollins have the ability to put on a special performance in the ring. Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns haven't faced each other in the ring since 2019 when they faced off in a one-off match on SmackDown. The two haven't had a long-term feud since 2016, but things could change soon. On the Cheap Heat podcast, Roman Reigns was asked about a feud with Seth Rollins in the future. The head of the table believes that he and Rollins can make something special happen at any time, thanks to their chemistry. Saying, quote, "I mean, Seth is a special performer, especially in the ring. It can be a cold situation, you give us a crowd, you give us a ring, and we're going to make something special happen. So you put us in a scenario like WrestleMania or SummerSlam, a big pay-per-view, no question. That chemistry, that strive for greatness, ambition for greatness between the both of us, it'll always be there. So that's what's going to make it special. That's easy. That's like an insurance policy. When in doubt, throw me and him together," end quote. On the same podcast, Roman Reigns was asked if he would be interested in a Shield reunion. The Universal Champion is not interested in reuniting with the Shield and stated that it's a one-man show now. A Shield reunion seems impossible at the moment, as Dean Ambrose, who now goes by the ring name of Jon Moxley, is currently a part of WWE's rival, AEW. WWE Superstar refuses to share an update about Keith Lee. Keith Lee has been off television for months. Fans are curious to know about his whereabouts, with most backstage reports claiming that he is not medically cleared to compete inside the ring. His real-life partner, Mia Yim, recently appeared on Table Talk's WrestleMania, where she was asked to reveal Lee's current status. However, she refused to share any details other than saying that he's doing good. She doesn't want to say anything before Lee addresses the situation himself, saying, quote, he's doing good. I'm not going to comment much about it until he says something himself, but he's doing good," end quote. Keith Lee had an excellent start off on his run on his main roster, and he was instantly involved in high-profile matches. He was scheduled to compete in a triple threat match against Riddle and Bobby Lashley at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view for the United States Championship. However, Lee was pulled out of the event at the last minute. He has reportedly decided to keep quiet about the reason behind his prolonged absence from WWE Raw. Mia Yim also revealed how Keith Lee is in real life. She stated that he is exceptionally laid back in real life and remains calm even in the most challenging situations. Yim also said that unlike her, Lee never raises his voice or cusses, saying, quote, "He's such a perfect match for me because after everything I've been through, I need someone like him. I'm always hyped, always tense and defensive, but he's always calm. If he's calm, I'm calm. If I'm hyper, he can get me to calm down. He has never raised his voice. I've never heard him scream before. And we have been together 3 years. He hardly curses, which blows my mind because I cuss all the time when I'm not on camera. He's a very calm person," end quote. Both Keith Lee and Mia Yim have been inactive since earlier this year. The WWE Universe is patiently waiting for them to come back. However, the lack of details restrict us from estimating the correct time frame of their return. Triple H comments on if John Cena and The Rock will return to WWE. Triple H has opened up about John Cena and The Rock returning to WWE in the near future. The game believes the two WWE icons will return if there's an opportunity for them to. Recent reports have indicated that both John Cena and The Rock are in line for a return to the company in the near future. Both superstars have been linked with a marquee match against the current Universal Champion, Roman Reigns. Cena's last match in WWE came last year at WrestleMania, while The Rock hasn't wrestled since his appearance at the Show of Shows in 2016. In a recent interview with the New York Post, Triple H was asked about rumors regarding The Rock and John Cena's return to WWE. The game said that the two legends are always ready, no matter how busy they are, saying, quote, No matter how busy they are, I know that anytime there's an opportunity where you would say to them, hey, you could enter the ring in WWE and do this, there's a part of them that goes, oh, that sounds like a lot of fun, end quote. In the same interview, Triple H spoke about WWE returning to Madison Square Garden and is excited to see the arena filled with fans. John Cena has teased the idea of him returning to WWE in the past few weeks. The 16-time world champion revealed on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon that he will definitely return to WWE, but doesn't know when that will happen. In another recent interview, Cena stated that he is looking forward to getting back into his ring gear soon. Cena's last appearance in WWE saw him face Bray Wyatt in the first ever Firefly Funhouse match at WrestleMania 36. Samoa Joe provides an update in his in-ring return. Samoa Joe has provided an update on his potential return to an in-ring competition. The former NXT champion has claimed that he will be back in action as soon as possible. During his recent interview with Helen Yee, Samoa Joe mentioned that there are still a few boxes that need to be checked off. He added that things are being set up properly, and it is also being made sure that everybody is okay with everything regarding Joe's return to in-ring competition. Samoa Joe added that it's definitely been a while since he last competed in the ring. Sometimes it gets his blood boiling, and he even starts to feel it inside him that he is ready to come back to action, saying, quote, as soon as possible. You know, we still have some boxes. We still have boxes we're checking off, and we're getting things set up properly and making sure everybody's okay with everything. But yeah, it's been a little bit too long. Sometimes you get the blood boiling, you start to feel it inside, and you're ready to come back, end quote. Samoa Joe hasn't competed inside the squared circle for a while now. The former US champion was working as a commentator for Raw before being released by the company. However, in June, Joe was brought back to WWE and has been offered a brand new role in NXT. The former NXT champion has made his return to the Black and Gold brand, where he made history by becoming a two-time NXT champion and is currently the enforcer for General Manager William Regal. After his departure from WWE, Samoa Joe was brought back to WWE and was assigned a new role on NXT. While Joe is still out of in-ring action, it could be expected of him to get back inside the squared circle as soon as possible. Joe could make his return to action under the NXT brand, given the fact that he has been physically involved in a few angles lately. Roman Reigns comments on the truth behind his WWE character. Roman Reigns has explained how his current WWE character is very real and that he is better than everybody else. Reigns debuted a new gimmick last year following his return to the company. He turned heel and joined hands with Paul Heyman before roping in his real-life cousins, Jey Uso, and then later Jimmy Uso. He has been supremely dominant on SmackDown and has held the Universal title for almost a year. In a recent interview with Peter Rosenberg for the Cheap Heat podcast, Roman Reigns divulged some details about his gimmick in WWE. He stated that what he says on screen in WWE is real, saying, quote, and this is some stuff I've said to Jay and Jimmy on screen, but I mean, it's a shoot, it's for real. This is the only way I want to be remembered, is being the hands down, head and shoulders, better than everybody else on the show, everybody else in the world. They're all trying to catch me. At this point, I feel like within a marathon, we're lapping people because we put on so much preparation, so much thought into the detail, the nuance, and trying to deliver the most sophisticated, not confusing, but very respectful stories as we can, end quote. Reigns stated that the reason why his current character is special is because of the preparation that went behind it. The Universal Champion's mindset each week on WWE TV is to be the very best. Roman Reigns has not lost the Universal title since winning it last year at the Payback pay-per-view. The head of the table has defeated the likes of Daniel Bryan, Cesaro, Rey Mysterio, Kevin Owens, Jey Uso, and Braun Strowman in his reign as Universal Champion. He will next face Edge at this month's Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Edge attacked Reigns on SmackDown, returning from his 2-month hiatus from the ring. He secured his match by demanding it from Adam Pearce, referring to how he was originally supposed to face Reigns in a one-on-one match at WrestleMania. Thanks for watching today's Sportskeeda Wrestling News Roundup. For more news stories and exclusive content, be sure to follow us on all social media. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Download the Sportskeeda app for the most up-to-date stories in the world of wrestling.